So when people saw her and her two friends do it, they thought it was clink clink, like what I did. I said, no, the friends music is playing and they're doing that. It's like F you to everyone. So she's really, telling everybody, I don't care. F you. Yeah, you do care, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be doing this shit. You would ignore it.
And that's what Rinna did. She spent a whole season doing,
Yeah.
do you now? And I said at the beginning of the season that I didn't think Rinna was going to be back. And then
the only thing we differ is I believe she quit. You believe she was fired. That's all. That's the only difference.
You're one of two people in the world that believes she quit.
I believe she quit.
We're going to get into that in a second, because apparently she did a whole interview in Interview Magazine for 17 pages about how she quit. Yeah, you're the only one that feels that way. I mean, do you think Melissa's scared that she's not coming back?
Yes.
I kind of think so.
I don't listen. I will be. She might have one more season. I'm going to tell you why. They're going to want to tie up some loose ends. They still have a story with this, because they still have the rumor. They still have the repercussion of her not going to the wedding, her and Joe. There's repercussions here. And like I said, I believe Teresa's going to get her own side thing. So they might get one more season to close all the loose ends. But after that, I don't see them coming back. I don't see any reason why they would be coming back, because basically the storyline's always been about Teresa.
Here's the only thing. If you think about it, Rinna has loose ends. Wouldn't we love to see a reconciliation? I mean, she spoke to Kathy Hilton at
she did.
The People's Choice Awards. So there are loose ends where we all want to see Rinna and Kathy on TV together. She's Kathy, I'm sorry, Kathy, let's work it out. Oh, Rinna, that's a loose end. I feel like with Bravo, it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a loose end. I don't think they care. I think they.
Okay, so you don't believe that the Gorgas have any chance of coming back?
I think they have a chance, but I said that about Rinna. But I really, if I had to choose one box, I was convinced Lisa was leaving, and I was right until the end when all of you swayed me. I would say I just feel this is the big fish. Yep, I feel the public really hating Lisa and booing her on BravoCon. That's what's happening with the Gorgas now. I feel this thing hasn't even started, and everyone, I feel and I feel the way.
I think it's worse, David, with the Gorgas, because there's some really bad shit coming out. It's worse.
Right. And they could stay, but I really feel it's the bigger issue that people
listen, Bravo will be saving over $1 million.
That's the other thing. That is the other thing. Rinna was an expensive fish. Melissa is an expensive fish. I think if you're on the verge and you need to change around the show, look, it's just like any other corporation. You're going to work there. They're going to give you raises. And as soon as you're so high up there, you did this to yourself. That's just how corporate America works. I think her salary, and I just think this will change the show. It will change the show.
I agree.
I think it's time. So I think there's more of a chance of them staying than I thought about Rinna, but I really feel this is it. I really feel they're leaving. I really do.
Listen, if someone told me to make a bet, I would bet they're going. Do you know what I'm saying? I would bet they're out of here. Very slim chance of getting another season.
Do you think they know it? Do you think they know that they're...
I think deep down, well, first of all, they're both narcissists. They think that they're irreplaceable. But deep down, somewhere it's saying to them, something's wrong since Teresa wants nothing to do with us. They thought they might have had a shot when Luis came out and said, oh, Joe Gorga's such a nice guy, which I still don't understand that, why he would say that. But they thought they saw a glimmer of light. But now that Teresa said that she hopes that Margaret and Melissa get what they deserve, there's no shot of Teresa making up with Melissa. There's no shot. She wants nothing to do with her or her brother.
Do you think Melissa and Joe are sorry that they went this far?
Yeah, I think they would make up with her in 2.5 seconds. 2.5, I think they're even going to try to reach out to her. Sure, you're going to lose your job, $1.something million. You're going to do whatever it takes. Just like Teresa did whatever it took when she basically begged them back when I was on the show, and she turned her back on me. and beg them to start filming with her again and sorry. And I knew that she hated doing that. I knew deep down that ticked her off, that they squeezed her into a corner because no one was filming with her. And I knew it was going to come back to slap them in the face. So all my predictions came true. Can I talk about Fuda for 1 minute?
Yeah, and by the way, this is a total checkmate for Teresa. Check
Oh my
fucking
God.
mate.
1000%. 1000. Teresa's
Guys,
riding high right
we
now.
are not on anyone's side. We
Nope,
are just
could care less about either one of them.
I agree with you with this. I think they are sorry. I think they wish they went to the wedding. I think that they, you know, I mean, look, right, it's a lot of money. And so I think that they don't want to, but I think that they would grovel and kiss the hand if they could. But I really, it's too late. There's nothing. I don't even think if Joe, I mean, look, Kathy and Rosie tried to repair this, and Teresa was cold as ice. So do you remember that scene? Remember that scene where she was sitting there?
Absolutely. She said, you're like cancer.
And Rosie's like, right. And Rosie's like, you don't want anything to do with us anymore. Yep. And Teresa was like, no. So I believe if Joe Gorga was crying, because we've seen him cry, we've seen Josephina cry, nothing wrong with a man crying. I think it wouldn't matter. I think they could get on their knees and beg for her, please, like, we're sorry. We're no longer, there's no ego. We are at your mercy. We want the 1.5. Please let us stay. I think she would say, I'm done. It's over. It is truly over. And I mean, I know she's not Bravo, but right. She's not going to film with them. It's over. No. I really think this is it for them. I
know it is. I know it is because I know
this is their last season. I'm going to say it.
Teresa was waiting for the chance to tell them to go F themselves. She was waiting for that chance.
All right, talk about Fuda.
I'm going to talk directly to Fuda because Fuda's friends are calling friends. They're all listening to us in Franklin Lakes, which is good. Thank you, Franklin Lakes listeners. Shout out to you. I want to tell Fuda and her friends, all the girls that are shouting out. Some of them are coming to my fashion show on February 8th. They're all getting tables together. I don't dislike you. When David and I talked about you, I gave you kudos. I report the truth. I know the truth is that you gave the tile and whatever else, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If I was the Gorgas, I would have accepted it graciously. And if I were you and your husband, you've been wanting to get on the show for years. People are sending me that your mom was at my fashion show. Thank your mom for coming to the Porsche fashion show. That was a fabulous one. I got a little tipsy at that, but I had a great singer. You know, the one from Astro, she was singing that night.
Oh, she was there?
Yeah,
wow.
she was. She was there singing that night. She was eventually on, oh my God, what's the show with Gwen Stefani? And
she was on The Voice? Really?
She was on The Voice. Yeah. So she sang. So anyway, her mother was there, Fuda's mom. I don't know if Fuda was there, Rachel, but with long story short, she's been a very long, avid fan of the show. She even had a couple of Instagram accounts where people are showing us that she was following. She was a big fan. Okay.
They're saying she was Bravo lover. Now she's